afternoon. My name is Brenda Rozzi, and welcome to From the Second Row.
And I'm Rich Russell, the bad guy. And before we start, I have a cute little poem. Oh, it's a cutie. Titled Something to Think About. Hey, hey, what did they say? Isn't it funny how we waste your money? Hey, hey, what do we say? Election day, 352 days away. End of poem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, we're going to read you we're going to go over the agenda for tomorrow night's City Council meeting.
Well, no, it's not tomorrow. Actually, it's 2 weeks ago because it says November 7th, but we're not going to nitpick on it, are we?
No. Yeah, and fortunately, there's no public participation, so that works out really well.
No, there is public participation.
No, there's not.
Yes,
There's public participation.
yeah.
I mean, public
Roll
hearing.
call.
Yeah, I
Moments.
meant public hearings.
Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Pledge of allegiance.
Yeah.
Council approval of the minutes.
I thought they would do that. The
Yeah.
council for about. But no public. Yeah,
no
no public hearings. Which is a good thing, I guess.
Matt is pending a public hearing. Yeah.
They've been there a long time.
Communication from mayors, city officials, or city attorney? None.
Yay.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
No budget and finance.
No housing?
No housing. Now we're into ordinance.
Okay.
So, 27821 One-Way Street on East Table Street in front of the Patham School.
Now this one is 3.5 years old.
Yeah, but they're finally bringing it up.
Yeah. Well, again, the only question I have is what is the time frame? There's no time frame listed.
No,
Are they going to make it, 24/7, or is it going to be, school
it might
hours?
be like, because the Breen School is between certain hours. So that it's like one way and you can't go,
Well, later
whatever, yeah,
on, there's
yeah.
something about the Frost School, something similar to what this.
Yeah, I'll tell you about the Frost School.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. 2223 is one-way conversion of Winter Street northbound from Essex towards Lowell. And they're going to order public hearing,
Yeah.
so that's not whatever. But but wait a minute, it looks like 27821 is going to be withdrawn.
Yeah, OPH, okay,
And
yeah.
W must be withdrawn. It must be
Yeah,
withdrawn.
W is withdrawn,
Yeah.
OPH is order, it must be city clerk shorthand for order public hearing?
Yep.
Okay.
And then 51924, city grant criteria. That's going to be withdrawn.
Yeah, well, again, okay.
Okay.
You flip, I just turned the page.
Okay.
Approval of grant of utility easement to Lazarus House construction project. Where? Is that just up the hill from me?
Probably. I don't know.
Up there at the intersection across in Franklin Street?
Possibly.
Well, we'll see what, and there's nothing there. It says nothing about order a public hearing or nothing, so we don't know.
No. I don't think that needs on though.
Remove handicap parking sign, 153 Willow.
That's order of public hearing.
Yeah.
Resolution against the proposed Rockingham Law Casino to protect Lawrence residents and businesses.
I don't want to step on too many toes there.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking? We're probably not talking for at least a few years anyway, and who knows, whatever. And now the next one.
Don't get me started on this one. I'm going to be Peck's bad boy tomorrow night.
Dedication of corner in honor of Aquiles Knowledge Espinoza, Trenton Street to Park Street.
By Stephanie and Wendy and Greg and the mayor.
Yeah.
Mayor. Let me make sure I don't want to sound like I'm derogatory.
I understand what you. No personnel, no public safety, no committee of the whole because they had no meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old business. Extend 90-day appointment of Wilda Pimentel as Director of Planning. And that's from Francesca Montaz.
Montaz, Personnel Department. But now I'm hearing that Mark Einello's acting Personnel Director?
Yeah, that was in the newspaper.
Yeah, so whatever.
Let's see. Remind me to talk about that one privately.
So Authorization to expend $10,728.51 for telehealth kiosk project at the library?
Kind of maybe like you get a ticket, like you park your car and they'll check your health out within an hour. I don't know.
I don't know.
Authority, next one is authority to pay prior year invoices, $1,390.19 for Amazon and Who But WB Mason. I got no problem with that. We know how paperwork gets lost.
Yeah.
We've seen it before.
Yeah, ultimately time. And then approve tax increment finance, which is a TIF agreement between Esperanza Academy, Nunez LLC, and the City of Lawrence. But now Esperanza is moving over to Canal Street because they're building over there. So I don't know if this has something to do with them, the move and building and all that.
Is Esperanza Academy any way, shape, or form related to the Archdiocese of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Because when after the last LCAT meeting, I was talking to Mike, and he said that, and I mentioned that Lee Kennedy doing the Lawrence Academy.
Right, yes.
I said Lee Kennedy is a good contractor. He says they do all the work, construction work for the Archdiocese. So if they're doing all of that, that's the reason everything is going up smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
And
Let's see, old business. Didn't we just...
we just did table matters. There's a bunch of table matters that going back to 2014 that we probably should be getting rid of a lot of them.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Oh, okay. I whatchamacallit, I did not move my eyes down on the agenda.
Now we're into new business.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Taxi cab, nope, that's... I'm still not overjoyed with that that very last one on the tabled matters, the new ordinance in compliance with MGL Chapter 48.
Oh.
Allowing multifamily as a right. Now, they got to clarify that big time. Is this going to be the approval for legalizing the illegal apartments? As long as they're safety compliant to a certain degree? Okay.
I think anything over
okay, the next
3 floors should be automatically mandated to sprinkle.
The next two, 54124, 54224, both of them are extensions of a 90-day appointment. The first one for Adia Santana, and the other one is for Rosanna Del Rosario.
So, can I ask a dumb question? Why were they only 90-day appointments?
Well, I got a dumb question. How did we live so long without an assistant DPW director? Now we need 2 of them? And it's good to see that acting, the word acting in front of somebody's name or somebody's title.
Well,
okay.
And now there's they want an update on the personnel director hiring.
Yeah.
We had a person who is well qualified, more than qualified. So
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Again, we know the name of the game in politics. We've been around long enough.
Yeah.
You don't go with the flow, you're flushed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Authority to pay prior year invoices, $1,231.43 from NRG. I'm not sure who that is, but that's from our friend, our seatmate when he shows up, Francisco Urena at the airport.
Yep. And then authorized to expend $130,000 for Mass Trails grant from EOEEA, so for Spicket River Greenway Bridge renovation.
I'm trying to think which bridge that would be.
I don't know.
I mean, I walked the Greenway Trail 2 or 3 months ago when they had the 5K.
Right, yeah.
And I'm trying to remember which bridge was in crappy shape. Well, most of them are anyways, but let's see. Authority to expend $212,760 formula grant from the executive office. Hey, this applies to me. I don't know if you want to get in on it. Elder Affairs.
Yep.
If there's money on the table, my hand is going to be going.
Yep.
And that was put on by friend Martha, Director of Health and Human Services.
So we know if Martha wants it, it's needed.
Yes.
You know, she's another one. If Martha says she needs something, we know she needs it.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see.
And she's good at doing grants too, so that's a good thing.
Okay. Authority to expend $15,000 Title III grant from the Executive Office for Elder Affairs and Elder Services of Merrimack Valley. Again, from Martha.
Yep.
I get no issue.
Nope. Authorization to pay prior year invoices, $15,218.88 from Capital Waste Services.
Now,
Okay.
is this our present?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Authorization to expend $1,208,942.72, Mass Municipal Public Safety Staffing Grant, EOPSS, Police Department, not a problem.
No problem at all.
Renewal of old gold license, Brothers Jewelry.
And
Okay.
and next November there will be an attempt to renew the old gold diggers license in City Hall. Did I say that? Come on, you got to find humor where
wait a
it
minute.
is.
Propose anti-camping ordinance prohibiting unauthorized camping in public spaces. That was put on by Captain Maurice Aguilar and Lieutenant Dan Fleming.
You know, it's
I know. But they're not doing anything
to help them.
to help them. And that, you know, you don't go in, break up the camps and say, goodbye, see you. What do we do?
Yeah,
You-
now they have to start all over from scratch.
Exactly. So now that winter's coming, what are we going to do with these people? Where are we going to put them? And no one seems to care. Everyone thinks just break up their camps, get rid of their stuff, and hey, you're on your way.
Yeah,
That's a sad scenario.
It is. Okay, the next one. Removal of handicap parking, 33 and 35 Ames Street. I think that is our buddy Nicky's old.
Is it? I wasn't sure. Oh, okay.
He lives on that piece of
okay.
Ames Street.
Okay.
Or used to.
Okay. Yeah, because now he's in North Andover.
Yeah. Now, let's see, one way. Beacon Ave, from Beacon Street to Andover Street, in a west-northwest direction. I looked at this on the map, and that you got to look at a map to really figure what that one out.
Yeah.
Because you know, you got Beacon Street, Beacon Ave, all coming together, and nah, this don't look too good. And again, Beacon Ave, if I'm not mistaken, what's the elderly apartment?
Oh, Diamond Springs?
Diamond Springs. That's the street that goes in front of Diamond Springs, which I think that's going to cause. I can't. Let's see. The next street heading back towards Andover Street, if I'm not mistaken, is Duckett Ave.
I believe so.
And I think that's going to just going around doing Beacon Ave all the way around back to Andover Street. People are going to be ducking in because there is a way you can get into Duckett Ave, and you're going to increase traffic there.
Yeah.
But again, powers that be must have.
Well, they'll do a traffic study. That's the only way you can find out if it really is going to happen.
But the key word is may.
Well,
And who's going to be doing the traffic study?
Isn't Abel still doing them?
Or is that something that's going to fall into the acting city engineer's lap? Okay, enough said. Four-way stop at the intersection of Genesee and Madison Street. I didn't realize that place was that.
I didn't
That was that busy of an intersection. Isn't Genesee one street removed from Mount Vernon?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. And then what? Stop sign intersection of Carver Street and Merrimack Street.
Carver Street. Oh, okay. Carver Street's the one right there where Coronum is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Carver, Merrimack, yeah.
Stop sign at the yes, that's worthy of it.
Yeah. Four-way stop intersection Mount Vernon Circle and Sparkle Drive.
May require a traffic study.
Yeah.
Stop sign the intersection of Amherst at Andover Street. Yes.
I thought there was one already. Amherst and Andover.
Well, it may be bad. We should put a bigger one with flashing lights on it.
Well, the thing is, it's not so much. I mean, you have to stop anyway because it's traffic. But if you're coming from Andover Street onto Amherst,
yeah,
the way the curve
I know.
It's a huge bend.
Yep.
If they cut that bend down somewhat and then don't have people parking on the opposite side of the street where the bend is, it wouldn't be a problem. But people park there, and then people coming on from Andover Street to Amherst, you're afraid you're going to get killed.
There are people that are better qualified to make these wrong decisions than you and I.
This is true.
Let's see, what do we got?
Proposed ordinance to regulate commercial parking in residential areas. There's a lot of that. And there's at least one truck near my house, one down the street, and I know there's one down on Davis.
Yep. I've talked to an individual about it, and they've taken pictures, they've sent them to the police, and the police can't realize that all those numbers on the side of a truck, in with those things, it gives the gross vehicular weight. 10,000 pounds is the limit for parking a commercial vehicle in a residential neighborhood. 12,000 pounds, which that truck was, that's a no-no. But the police said, no, that truck's okay because they looked at the wrong truck. Okay.
But now, what is it? School zone Hamlet Street, entire street during school year and school hours.
Huh?
What do they want to do? Do they want? I know it's one way during school hours. Do they want to change it? That's why I kind of.
I have in my backyard. I have a 2x2 square aluminum diamond yellow sign that says school zone. When the General Donovan was actually open, I moved in. General Donovan was a school, and the speed limit on that section of Cross Street is 20 miles an hour. I still have the 20 mile an hour sign. I could go out and put both of those things on that telephone pole across the street, and because I don't think those restrictions have been taken from the city ordinances.
Probably not.
People don't realize that all that stuff goes. You know, the no turn on red that everybody makes. You know, you come down Franklin Street. Hit the stop sign, nothing's coming on Common Street, you take the left, that's illegal.
Right.
People come down Cross Street, go into Broadway and bear right.
Yep.
That's a no too. It's not, they don't have to post it as long as it's posted in some form. Because
in this whole thing with Hamlet, I remember Eileen Burnell was our city council at the time, and there was a problem with the people picking up and dropping off there. But when we did it, it was just supposed to be for, the pickup and all that. But the principal and vice principal were out there directing traffic. There was not a problem. And then when they both left, and so whoever else came, like I said, we did not have a problem at all with the people the one way. And they were if you wanted to pick up, you picked to the right. If you're going straight, you could just go straight. And we did not have a problem at all. So, I guess.
This is off topic, but this involves the Frost School. Is the Frost School dedicated to Robert Frost?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That.
I know. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. No parking, 37 Shattuck Street, between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. at the Mass Department of Environmental Protection Office. Is that the Wall Labs? Is that it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
No parking Sundays only, 290 Water Street.
There's a pastor's name in there, so it's
Yeah.
got to be a church.
Church, yeah.
Handicap parking, 120 High Street, that will be properly investigated.
Yeah.
One-way, Sheridan Street, by a friend, District A Councilor Fedalina.
To remove handicap parking from 26 Atkinson. So that's
Okay.
that's your no-brainer. Now what's this one? 15-minute parking, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 292-94 Lawrence Street. What is it?
Yeah, well, again, it's Anna Levy and
the name of the company?
Sugaria Solutions.
What is it?
I don't know.
I mean,
Is that something you'd put into your tea or coffee? I don't know.
it'd be nice if they put what it was. And then the next one's to install
Our
underground
friend Dave
conduits.
Johnson from
Yeah.
Nat Grid.
Yeah.
Whatever they want, they're going to get because they need it.
Yeah.
We needed whatever.
Essex Street near Newbury and Lowell Street, New Hampshire.
So it takes care of that crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be so cynical,
Well,
but it's easy to be cynical.
But it's an easy. We should be with this agenda. We should be out by at least 8:30. There's not a lot on it.
I know there isn't. I know. Now, we go on to bigger and better things. This is on the front page of, I don't know if you can see it. Well, let me twist. I can see. Okay, you can see him holding up today's edition of the Eagle Tribune, story written by Jill Homachinsky. City gets help for chief search.
We have qualified police in the police department.
Now, the first paragraph. I'll read the first two paragraphs. They're humorous. Job ads for the city's next police chief appeared in a variety of websites, and a consulting firm was hired to help officials sift through the resumes and credentials for those seeking the job. Lawrence has not had a permanent police chief since Chief Roy Vask retired.
He did not retire.
They should have put quotation marks around
But he
that.
didn't retire.
After reaching a $780,000 settlement with the city.
Yeah.
The outfit that's doing the search is MGT, and I couldn't come up with any words to go with that acronym. It's the name of a search firm down, I think it's in Tennessee, and I want to say Nashville. With Grand Ole Opry's probably going to be in charge of this. And they're getting paid a grand sum of $20,000. And I'm going to say this, and I don't care whose feelings I hurt. Cheap is what cheap is going to get. $20,000. Oh, and then there was the other thing. They requested citizen involvement. Okay, let's go through this. Okay, we go. The contract with MGT Consulting will cost the city around $20,000.
Right.
The city's chief, Mark Iannello, the city's chief administrative and financial officer. Iannello is also currently serving as the city's personnel director, another vacant city position. DePina's chief of staff, Santiago Mateus, also recently left his job at City Hall. Damn, that revolving door, we better oil that thing up. Now
It doesn't matter because you can't get in, it's locked.
Okay, let's see. Iannello said that MGT is very familiar with this type of job search and will narrow down a field of candidates to be reviewed locally.
Okay.
So they're going to be taking a deck of cards. They're going to be shuffling, looking at the best hand, and then they're going to throw it to the city.
Yep.
He expects a search committee of Lawrence community members and officials to be organized. Now, I'll go out on a limb and say it. I submitted my application 2 months ago. I have not heard diddly nothing.
Well, now this says they're not going to do anything until January.
Yeah.
The former personnel director said that nothing would get done until January because they had to do a search. They had to, And what about the qualified police officer we already have in the city of Lawrence?
We will get to that in this one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now, they said, going back to one of the very first paragraphs, a variety of websites. Now, as a city councilor, former city councilor, I still get job postings from the city. I got one today. Animal control officer. Wait a minute. I start playing with numbers on the URL and nothing. Well, how come they haven't posted the police chief's position on the city website?
Wasn't already posted? Maybe they figured that was good enough?
I don't know. So, I mean, I did some digging, and I ended up at www.masschiefs.org/police-chief-postings. There were several listings.
God.
There was, the first one was for, they were looking for a police chief up in Hanover, New Hampshire. And they gave all the breakdown. It's around Dartmouth and the Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center and all of this. And it's easy access to 89, 91, and right in the heart of the greatest ski country in the world.
Right, so if you ski, you're all set.
Okay, so now I get down, I search down. Chief Police, City of Lawrence. Approximately 89,000 people. The budget for the police department was $17,800,000 plus or minus. The annual police calls for service approximately 50,000. Now I didn't do a search and go in and see what the thing is, but they talk about 70,000 is their annual police call.
Yep.
So volume. Department size, 172 sworn officers. No, there ain't no way.
We used to?
We used to, yes. I mean, the highest I can really remember them talking about is 160.
Yeah.
We're down around 140. Yeah, they don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
You come here, you do your 2 years, and you transfer out because of...
And that's what's happening, unfortunately.
Now, this is the Chuckle. It's located, population 89,000. Located 25 miles north of Boston. It's a vibrant and growing community. Yeah. Known for its rich industrial heritage and cultural diversity. It offers excellent schools, parks, recreational facilities, and a variety of housing options. And they should have put in parentheses, expensive, expensiver, and more expensive. The city has excellent school. Okay. Governed under a mayor-council system. I had to laugh when I read that. System. Lawrence is a business-friendly community with strong emphasis on community-oriented policing. The position. The police department values respect, cooperation, and community involvement. I almost want to move. No, wait a minute. I live here already. The next chief of police will uphold these values.
Well.
With a straight face.
Yeah, I know.
The ideal candidate will be an innovative thinker with substantial managerial experience in law enforcement, strong interpersonal skills, and a commitment to customer service. That, now, customers, is that the victims or is that the criminals?
I don't know.
You know, some of the qualifications they're looking for. Proven success in a comparable community with a commitment to equity and inclusion. Okay. Strong grasp of municipal law enforcement methods. Ability to develop positive relationship with various stakeholders. I hate that word, stakeholders. Exceptional communication skills and ability to inspire public trust. Skilled in negotiations and consensus building. respected mentor with the ability to develop high-quality staff, ability to attract and retain a diverse staff. We won't comment on that. Strategic thinker, open to new approaches and technologies. Understanding of restorative justice initiatives. What's that?
I don't have a clue.
Excellent financial management skills and knowledge of capital planning. Highest level of honesty and integrity. I rest my case. We had one.
Yep, we did.
And you bought him out for $780,000. I mean, am I a Roy Vask fan? Yes, I am.
A lot of us are.
Yeah.
A lot of us are.
You know, it is. You
look at the police officers that we have. We know of at least 3 that possibly have signed up to be chief. All 3 of them are qualified.
Yep.
All 3 of them would not be a problem to, but are they going to go outside of the,
nope.
which I think sucks in a way, because, you have these police officers that have been doing their job for how many years? And now you're going to bring someone else in who knows nothing about the city, knows nothing about the police officers, and then what happens? What happens? And I know a lot of police officers on almost a family relationship. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brenda, hey, Rich, how you doing? That type of stuff.
Yep.
And
especially the judge.
Yes. And I can understand both of them, Mike and I can't. What's McMillan's first name? Paul. I can understand Mike and Paul wanting to come to hire from within.
Right.
I remember the same argument from the firefighters union
when Brian
they wanted to hire from within.
Right.
The one good thing that Brian had going for him was he worked as a paramedic in the city while he was still as a deputy up in Haverhill.
Right. And he knew Lawrence.
He knew Lawrence.
Right.
We can't say that he hasn't been innovative.
Oh my God.
He's opened 2 new fire. Well, I say new. Two closed fire stations. He's working on replacing equipment he got when he first got here.
Right.
I mean, he shops around.
Yeah.
So I use the same analogy. I don't see anything bad about going outside the system.
But let it be the right person.
Yes, it has to be the right. I know what a lot of people are going to say. No, I'm not racist. I don't care. I don't care who it is. I want somebody that has the skill set.
Yep.
And there's a few other things that I can't say right now, but it is what it is.
Right.
I want somebody that is well qualified.
Right.
And we had one, we lost him. I mean, we're on our, third?
And we didn't need to lose them. And that's the sad part about the whole thing.
Yeah, I know it. I mean...
that was a trumped up, everything was trumped, and that's the sad part.
As Paul Harvey would say, I would like to hear the rest of the story.
Yeah, I think we've heard the rest of the story, but nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, well, again... But again, I look at it and I'm an extremely cynical person when it comes to hiring somebody like this. I have seen how many less than qualified individuals have we seen use the revolving door at City Hall? Too many.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You're a taxpayer, I'm a taxpayer. Our taxes keep going up. What do we got to see for it?
Higher pay raises for people who don't deserve them.
And I just hope that MGT is not a member of the Family and Friends Hiring Employment Agency. I really do, because we know there's going to be a hissy fit.
Oh yeah.
A big hissy fit. I mean, I could throw some names out there and that would fit that description.
Yeah.
And
you want the person who is best qualified, but sometimes, you sit there and think, well, aren't we better off someone who knows the cities, work for the city?
Yeah.
You know, give them a chance.
The one good thing is if they bring in somebody from outside, Lawrence is an extremely small city. I mean,
Yeah.
what is it, 7 square miles?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But now look at community policing. There was 12. Now it's down to what, 3? How do you?
well, you know, I mean, way back. Let's see. I come here 2001, 2004, 2005. They did have the community policing on the bicycles going through the neighborhood. And I mean, I make no secret about where I live. I live on Cross Street, and down the bottom of the hill was the barber shop, and that place was open until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Good friend went over. You can do what you want, but you're going to shut down at 1 o'clock, or we're going to make life miserable for you.
Good. Yep.
They have been. Don't get me. I don't want to make this sound racist, but I'll tell you, the click-clack of dominoes in the summertime down at the bottom of the hill can be annoying.
Yeah.
But again, they've modernized the place several times. The outside of it, good neighbors.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. And why do we need 35 barber shops between Haverhill and Lowell?
Mm-hmm. I mean, has anybody from inspectional service gone in to request for the individual licenses?
Barbers don't need them. Did you not know? Did you know that barbers don't need like a hairdresser? You need the license the whole bit. Barbers don't need them.
I find that hard to believe.
That's what I was told. Barbers don't need them.
You know, I'm going to be looking this one up when I go home.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of skill sets, my own profession included, that I can do what I do, but I'm working under the supervision under somebody that is that has the proper credentials, the license.
But I think the state of Massachusetts, someone was, because we had an argument about this a few years ago, and it was a hairdresser who said, "Why do I need to show my license when a barber does not have to show that they don't have they don't need one? They can just open up shop and cut hair."
Yeah.
Which, you know.
I just look at it and, like you said, why do we need so many of them? Why do we need so many?
It's just it makes you wonder, and.
No, this just brought up another thing. When did they have the licensing board meeting? Was it last week?
I don't know.
Or is it coming? Or is it coming up this week?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I think it's. I want to say it's coming up this week because the place around the corner for me, the pizza place, is operating under a new name right now.
Oh, that used to be Elaine's?
They were operating under.
Didn't they they sell it a long time ago? Elaine's. I know Elaine.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But again.
Yeah.
That they got new signs up, the whole 9 yards. But again, I thought that was an item on the agenda, the licensing board agenda for.
Well, they
Wednesday
can put the names up. They just have to. What happens if they don't get approved? Yeah. Yeah.
Equus, something another, and polo. So we got chicken and horse meat, I guess. Equus is a derivation of equine.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll
probably.
Probably. But no, I know that she sold out. Well, yeah, because didn't she pass away?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but yeah. And my mother lived on Chestnut Street. She used to always go over to Elaine's and get, chicken or whatever, salad. I forget what she used to get. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just you look at some of the things and you just shake your head like, what? And you always say, well, what else? And then the what else comes and you're like, okay.
The more it changes, the more it stays the same. I look at it, how is this an improvement? I mean, we got 50, don't get me wrong, we got 50 chicken places spread out over the city. Why do we need a 51st one? You know, I mean,
I know.
I just look at it and say.
And then you wonder, they're going to want a liquor license so you can go in and eat in there. And,
Yeah, and then there was a couple of other items there. I see where Club Attica is having a complete changeover of board members and owner.
Yeah.
I says, okay. I just, Brenda, you and I have said this. Both of us have said it to each other at one time or another. Just can't make this stuff up.
Nope, you can't.
And nobody sees anything wrong with it.
No, and that's, yeah.
I mean, is it for the better or for the worse? I don't know.
Yeah.
All I see is, stuff like that creating more and more traffic.
It can't, I mean, a lot of times, if I leave my house, sometimes it takes me almost 45 minutes to get from my house to City Hall.
I know.
That should be like 20 minutes max. Can't do it.
A couple months ago, from whatever bank is down there on the corner.
TD? Oh, Metro?
No, the one where my campaign account is.
Oh,
so
TD
you know
Bank.
what I'm talking about.
TD Bank, yeah.
From there to go up to Methuen Co-op took me 45
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Straight up, that's Broadway.
Yeah, I
South
know.
Broadway,
Yeah.
North Broadway.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you can't do it.
I just, even at that time of day, it shouldn't have taken that long.
Nope.
And then on my way down here, I went into CVS there at Haverhill and Broadway,
Yeah.
and I come out the entrance at Tremont Street, and I take a right onto off of Tremont Street onto Broadway, and here's a 51-foot trailer trying to make the turn onto Haverhill Street from heading south on Broadway. 3 times, and I'm wondering, do I even want to pull a U-turn right now and get out of this?
Yeah.
Again,
I know.
51-foot trailers don't belong in the city. I mean, I see it all the time.
Yeah.
There at
Oh, Andover Street in South Broadway, all the time.
Water Street and Broadway.
Yeah. It's like, really? Those trucks should be there at night, not during the day in traffic.
Yeah, I know.
There should be an ordinance for that.
But you're impinging upon people's trade. But a 51-foot tractor trailer does not belong in the city during the daytime.
No.
No,
not at all. And that, like I said, and if you're waiting in traffic, and they come from South Broadway onto Andover Street, you pray that they're not going to hit your car.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know it.
Okay. What are you doing?
I've been around enough construction jobs and stuff that I can sense, I can see. I'll give them the space.
Right.
I also give them the space for a variety of reasons.
Because you want to get smashed.
Well, no, because I'll be honest. I worked in some rough areas, and I know some of the tricks that they pull. I want space in front of me that I can. I can get the.
Yeah, like I said, it's just, I don't know. We just need to. There's a lot of things that need to be changed, a lot of things that need to be done. And I don't know. It's like I said, like this Hamlet Street, I remember when we did the one-way, and it worked for the longest time until the principal and vice principal ended up leaving, and then whoever took their place. And then it became the crossing guards. How much authority do they have? Not very much, even though they work under the police. So I don't know. But
all I can say is 352 days.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting, and I wish I could tell you when the tree lighting for the city of Lawrence is going to be. I don't know it yet. Hopefully, maybe by the next.
Have they finished wrapping the tree?
The tree's wrapped. There are the ornaments are outside, the snowmen and all that. But I'm thinking, if I had to venture a guess, I would say it'd be the first Friday of December. But you know what? That's when we used to always have it, the first Friday of December.
I know.
So,
Did you, have you been by City Hall since I told you about the...
No, I haven't had it. I'll be there
It's
tomorrow night.
good to know that we got armed guards at City Hall, the corners.
I'll be there tomorrow night. In fact, I'm going to probably get down there early because I got a feeling there'll be no parking.
Why, what's the biggie going on?
Dedication. Corner.
What, for what's his face? Okay. Oh, 15. I like the other one better because we're running out of things to talk about.
No, but the dedication. So that's and they're telling people to go down there and
Yeah, it
talk
might be the Russell's lynching too, for what I've got to say about it.
Well, I mean, you have a list of people that but someone was saying there is the stage somewhere is dedicated to Leonard Bernstein. The something at, I want to say Central, is dedicated to Robert Goulet. So I don't know but I don't know who else. But I know
you saw the list of names.
Yeah.
There's out of that list of names, there's only one name, one person that wasn't born in Lawrence, and that was I hope I don't butcher his name. Fierstein.
Oh.
Malden Mills.
Oh, right.
He was born in Brookline.
Right.
But what he did, he deserves.
Oh my God!
He deserves a big corner.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but again.
But that was his downfall too.
Yeah, well, yes, it was.
That was
again,
his downfall too. But I mean, I remember when that fire was, and to keep the people on, pay the people, and
Yeah, I was down in Delaware. That was in the '90s. I was down in Delaware, and that was big on the local news down there.
Oh yeah.
Because I used to watch Baltimore stations, the stations, the TV stations we had in Wilmington. So I used to watch WJZ, which was basically a sister station of WBZ.
Okay.
And they had some interesting characters on the thing, and that was one of their big stories. This story, and then when it came out what he was doing, that was just as big.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I mean, he should get something. I mean, there's a lot of people there. I know I mentioned a former politician, and one individual wasn't interested in it. And I mean, this guy was a governor, and he was born here in Lawrence.
Well, yeah. Like I said, there's, like someone said, well, why don't you bring someone's name up and have them dedicate a corner to it or do something. But the bottom line is, and like Mark LaPlante's right, how many corners are we going to give away?
You got let's see, way back when, John Asensi, when he was DPW.
Oh my God, that's a name from the past.
He told me there was 147 miles of streets in Lawrence. So you kind of, you can guess that there's probably a couple thousand street corners.
Yeah.
That could be named.
Yeah. Oh God, if I say Fierstein, I remember, he just automatically, paid them their insurance and,
Yeah.
Wow.
He says, okay, fine. But again, I don't know if I can get away with saying it, but it's going to be said tomorrow night. His item was on the agenda as a late file the night after his wake.
Yeah.
And I have cleaned up. I have cleaned up my thought. You know what my thoughts are on it. I've cleaned that up quite a bit. But again,
I know.
I mean,
yeah.
If I could learn a little bit more of a foreign language, I could become a songwriter. I mean, I spent 60 years working around construction. I got a vocabulary to put them all to shame.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Yeah, I know we don't. I don't.
Yeah. But like I said, it is what it is. I mean, we need to let's start focusing on the city itself. Never mind street corners. What about the city itself? Things that are happening in the city. It's like that's what we need to focus on.
Yeah.
That's what we need to, like these people who, like there was a fire on Warren Street.
Yeah.
How many, I bet you none of them had renter's insurance.
Nope.
And that's one of the cheapest things that you can buy.
I know.
And I remember going to visit Amy one time, and the guy in charge of the, saying, "Oh, I just moved into an apartment." And I said, "Oh, did you get renter's insurance?" So what do I want that for? My landlord has insurance.
No.
Yes, your landlord has insurance, but you don't realize the insurance for your house is your landlord covers the outside, covers things. Every single thing that's inside your apartment is yours. You're responsible for it. He said, "What?" Mm-hmm. He said, "How much is it?" I said, "It's not that expensive." And I saw him the next week. He said, "It was only $100 a year."
Yeah.
He said, "How could you go wrong?" I said, "That's right. But if God forbid there's a fire, you're covered."
Yes, exactly.
And that's why I'm glad, we have people, Hill Lawrence going out and talking about it. Manny and Wayne talking about getting insurance. And every time there's a fire, you need to get insurance. You need to get insurance. And people just, $10 a month. That's nothing compared to if you lose everything.
I know it.
If you lose everything, what do you get?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Good friend of ours she wasn't even called to the scene of the fire. It's been given to that job description has been given to somebody else.
What are you going to do? But, I mean, But it's sad. To think that these people just don't get it. They don't grasp the fact that my landlord. Well, that's not going to do you any good if there's a fire in your apartment, because you're not going to get reimbursed.
No, yeah, because I woke up.
Now was that closer to Havel Street, Lowell Street?
7. It was number 7 to 9 Warren Street. I think it was right at the corner of Warren and Essex.
Okay. So down that end.
Yeah,
okay.
And Lee went by it, I guess yesterday when gallivanting, and she said the house. I said, yeah. I said I heard the first alarm came in at 20 minutes of 2. I woke up about 5 minutes of 2. I got a scanner on listening.
Yeah.
And then around 2:30, one of the firefighters that they have an operations center there that's interesting to look at, like big aluminum suitcase. It's about 2 by 3 and whiteboard on it, and they can do what they have to do.
Yeah.
And they called, and he says, what time did this was 2:30, the first alarm came in at 20 minutes at 1:40.
Okay.
And then I heard them say, the whole place is going up. And I said, and if I still had my Facebook page, I was seriously debating going down to take pictures, but what's the sense of doing it now?
Yeah, like it's there was enough people taking pictures, so that's.
And they were at it's 7 o'clock, or was it 8 o'clock that morning? There were still 2 fire trucks down there on the scene. And today, the Sharpness Pond woods fire is back up.
Yep.
They got a woods fire down
in
Boxford, and they got a woods fire down behind 830 Riverside Drive.
No, where's that?
Yeah. I was listening to that one because that's actually Methuen, but Lawrence.
Yeah, but what's that near 830? Is that near? Is it close to Lawrence line or more towards?
It's into Methuen, but it isn't into Methuen that much.
Okay.
But they were down there. I mean, you need all the help, and then the state forestry. They said, "Do you need a brush truck out there?"
Wow.
So I don't know if they actually, the brush truck actually showed up or not, but Lawrence was out there helping Methuen.
Yeah.
Lawrence was down at Sharpness Pond. So we really had nothing. We had no fire equipment in the city.
Right.
All woods fires.
Yeah, and that's what they were saying, that...
and people persist on, I can get away with burning this. No, you can't.
No.
Oh, we had a little bit of rain. Yeah, we had...
we had no rain.
We had a 1/16 of an inch of rain.
Yeah.
Last night.
That's what I mean. It's like people just, like they said, even starting your lawnmowers, anything that's going to spark, it's going to go
anything
up.
that's gas driven should not be used outside right now.
Yeah.
You got an electric leaf blower?
That's fine.
Yeah, but you got a gasoline?
No.
No, you're crazy if you do it. But it is what it is.
But it is what it is, and people just will do it, and they will whatever, and that's how it is. It's like it is, whatever.
People seem to think that they can get away. Well, it isn't going to happen to me. I can get away. I can do this. I can get away with it. Nobody's going to check on me. Yeah,
right. Famous last words.
Yeah, I heard a couple of calls. Somebody's neighbors calling and people doing some open burning.
Yeah.
You got to.
Well, it's like when I asked Moriarty at my meeting. I mean, I can see, because there's no open fires in the city of Lawrence, but what's wrong with the gas fire pits? Because you can basically shut the gas off and it goes off automatically. Something like that might not be a bad thing.
You got to draw a line. You do.
Yeah. Because I know that I hate the regular log, but like the gas ones are great because, like I said, you literally all you have to do is shut the gas off and the thing goes, the flames go down.
When we were at the Christmas fair Saturday, I looked down. Yeah. That fireplace there looked real. The flames.
Yeah.
And then I went down and actually looked at it, and that's the best fireplace I've seen.
So did you pick up the candy?
What, the one that Lee won?
Yeah.
I have no. She was rambling on about it. Everything was Reese's. Reese's this, Reese's that.
It was Reese's. I'm like.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I feel like Reese's, but it's good for her that she won it.
Yeah.
Cassie wanted the Cane's chicken. She made me put like 2 or 3 in it because she loves Cane's chicken.
Yeah.
She put 2 or 3 in that. But that was a good sized crowd.
Yes,
it was a good sized crowd. And I just speak to Denise afterwards very briefly. And she goes, I miss being inside the church and talking to people and all that. So next year I'm going to be with the lady who sells jewelry. I said, okay, whatever. But
and the one thing I did try following the advice of one individual who will remain nameless, the one I was talking to about computers, and I said, go try VPN, and I tried, and everybody advertises free VPN, but you click on free VPN and you don't get nothing.
Yeah, well.
So.
Well, whatever.
So we'll play it by ear, see what goes on. What do we got?
What do we got?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 men. 2 men.
We can wrap it up. We can,
You could hold the sign up in the window.
So anyway, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, City Council Chambers.
Yes. Same
you can
time.
sit anywhere except for the second row.
Same time.
Same to 7 o'clock. You'll be, get there a little bit early because if you want parking or whatever. But we, see what's you watching on TV is not the same as being there and watching the faces.
The television does not have the ambiance.
No. No, definitely not. And I can't tell you how many times Rich looks at me and I look at Rich and we both shake our heads going, oh, God, okay.
Yeah, because the TV camera is only focused on one person. A person sitting there, the podium is in the wrong spot, but it obstructs. There's people that Brenda can't see and there's people that I can't see. Each one of us can see what the other one can't see.
Yeah.
Did you see that one? No, I didn't. It is what it is.
But come join us. We look forward to seeing you all down there to watch what's going on.
Then you get down there and you can watch city councilors ask city officials embarrassing questions and watch them cringe.
happened more than once. It's happened probably every meeting.
Yes, well,
You know,
it does.
but yeah,
well,
it does. But you know,
let's see. Is there
but you learn a lot.
any reason that anybody of major importance from the city will be there?
No.
Not really.
No. Shouldn't be, but we don't know.
Well, again, we all agreed it was going to be a short meeting.
Well, we're hoping.
Yes, we're hoping.
We're hoping it's a short meeting.
Yeah,
but then again, we don't know.
Yeah,
so anyways, like I said, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, City Council chambers.
Yeah.
First floor. Come join us.
Yeah, really. Enjoy the ambiance.
Or whatever it's called.
Yes.
We quite haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, yes, we have figured it out, but we just can't say it.
Tickets.
I see. He's got a sign in his hand. He's getting ready.
Yeah, We have whatever.
He's going to run in and tell us 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, we're on to your 30 seconds. Okay.
Domingo, you're too funny.
Yes.
And thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Domingo.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Both of you for putting up with
putting up with us.
Well, Brenda talks sense and I talk, well, whatever.
Anyway.
I talk the truth.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
say it like it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, come down and join us and enjoy the show.
It's free. You don't even have to pay.
Yeah. They won't give us a concession for popcorn, not pillows. There are times popcorn's appropriate. There's times pillows are appropriate.
This sold the popcorn, but we can't. That's not going to happen anyway. Anyway,
with that,
thank you so much.
And
we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes.